WGN exclusive tonight, a first look at what the White Sox next stadium could look like.
We have the renderings the developer is using to sell that concept. WGN's Jenna Barnes joins us with details. Jenna?
Micah and Ray, there are some nods to the past in this proposal for the future of the White Sox, and we're getting our first look at the pitch. A ballpark with walls of windows facing the Chicago River with a potential expansion of the Riverwalk. Steps leading down to fans who can watch the game on a giant video screen from their boats. This is one rendering in a 17-page book developer Related Midwest is presenting to some lawmakers as the White Sox weigh a move to the South Loop. The current 62-acre vacant lot known as the 78 could be transformed into a mixed-use development. This rendering shows indoor dining and outdoor lawn space overlooking a new era of the famous exploding scoreboard, the pinwheels a focal point. Another angle shows views of the Willis Tower as fans take in a concert. Related Midwest saying in a statement to WGN News, the development would be a catalyst for the creation of Chicago's next great neighborhood, would create tens of thousands of permanent and construction jobs, and bring a state-of-the-art White Sox ballpark to the South Loop riverfront.
It is moving to the area where the city and the residential and the commercial is moving down to. So when you consider how does this fit with the urban changes that are taking place, it's drop dead perfect.
Sports marketing expert Mark Gannis says it's reminiscent of the atmosphere on the north side.
What you see they're trying to create here is a new Wrigleyville South.
The developer says 1,000 affordable housing units will also be a part of this development, and their plan includes ideas for guaranteed rate field, what they call a reimagined campus with 1,300 residential units and a repurposed field that appears to be a soccer stadium. Related Midwest telling WGN News those are conceptual ideas. Understanding the community would help determine the best use for the land. By the numbers, the developer estimates 5 million annual visitors, a $9 billion estimated investment, $4 billion in stabilized annual economic impact, and 22,000 permanent jobs.
One of the things that I did appreciate in their presentation is that what they're considering, it's the way new stadiums should and could look, that they have community benefit.
Mayor Brandon Johnson saying late last month he hasn't gotten into the intricacies of the plan. Governor J.B. Pritzker said as of last week he had not yet been briefed on the proposal.
My view in general is the taxpayers shouldn't have to pick up any bills for private businesses that are trying to, extend their franchise in the city or the state, other than the normal things that we help businesses with, like infrastructure and so on.
This is one of those that's going to need a lot of political will. It's going to need a lot of people like Jerry who know what they're doing, working it in front of the scenes and behind the scenes, and giving the politicians a lot of cover if they do decide to go forward with this.
The Jerry there he's referring to is Jerry Reinsdorf. Of course, this is all in its very early stages. Financing will be a big question moving forward. Any funding change would need legislative approval.
Well, if it happened, when would it start?
The White Sox lease, it's pretty unclear right now, but the White Sox lease at guaranteed rate expires in 2029.
Oh, wow.
So we're looking at 5 years.
Yeah, and what about parking?
We didn't see any parking surface level on these renderings. Cranes has reported they're planning potentially an underground parking garage, but this is accessible by the train, by Metro, and even by water taxi.
All right. Thank you, Jenna.